Are you looking for a once-in-a-lifetime, relatively inexpensive, semi-private excursion in Hawaii? I got you.
If you like what you see, why don't you think about subscribing? And make sure to check out my channel for videos just like this.
What's going on, folks? It's MrBucketlist here, and today I'll be doing a review of Wings Over Kauai here in Hawaii. Let's check it out. So before we get into the official review, I just want to say that I have been on 29 cruises as of this video, and I've been all over the world. I mean, 5 out of 7 continents. I've been to a lot of different places, and this hands down was probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite excursion, even including the price point. I mean, for the price, what's offered, the location, the scenery, everything, it was top tier. So this review was basically a very much needed review because I need to get it out there how great this place was. So let's start off with the price. The price for the excursion that I did, and they have different options, but this one was for $149. We were in something called an air van. It's essentially like almost a commuter plane or something like that. It has very large windows. Everyone has their own window. You can see everything. And it's very spacious. It does feel like you're inside of a minivan. And again, this is for $149 for each passenger. Now, just to note, there is a maximum weight of 300 pounds per person. So essentially, if you're over that weight, most likely you cannot get on, or they may charge you for an additional seat. I'm not really sure. You have to kind of check with them about that. Now, as far as the check-in process, that was nice and easy. You get there, you let them know your name, they'll take your weight, and then you sit down, and they bring out this large map, and they pretty much show everything that you're going to see. It is a complete tour where it's just a big circle, and they show you the best of the best. I'll go ahead and put a flash right now of the kind of the highlights that you'll see here. I'll actually show it in person as well in the video once we get to that part. But it was quite a bit. If I'm not mistaken, I think the whole entire ride was maybe close to an hour and 15 minutes at most. But we saw everything I wanted to see in different terrain and everything. It was phenomenal. And then after you check in and you do all that, you pretty much just walk to the airplane. You actually walk out onto the actual tarmac, and then you step onto the plane. Now there is actual assigned seating, so you're not going to be able to request whatever seat you want to. With that said, thankfully I had the back, so I could literally look out both the windows, go back and forth. It was phenomenal. No one was beside me. That really made my day. Now, as far as the ride and the plane itself, I mean, this is one of those smaller planes, so you are going to feel turbulence and stuff like that. So if that's something that scares you, and I'm someone that's scared of turbulence, but I was having such a great time, I could care less. So I was like, as long as we don't go down, I'll be good. The views were phenomenal, and it was just cool the way they set it up. So you have of course, your headphones. So if you want to talk to the pilot, you can ask some questions and stuff like that. But they had like this, kind of like narration going on. So essentially, they had music from like Jurassic Park.
On the Hulai'ia River out in the corner of the harbor. That's the same river that was used by Indiana Jones to fly away from those guys chasing him in.
And video games like Uncharted, and just it legitimately felt like we were on an adventure. Words could not express how happy I was to be up there and just to see these views and hear that music, and just it was literally perfect in my opinion. I was so excited, and again, I am not a fan of planes whatsoever. I think the only reason why I'm not going back to Hawaii is because it is such a long plane ride from here in Tampa, Florida. But I enjoyed every second of this excursion. Just look at these views. Now, I will say this, the weather can dictate exactly what path you're going to go on. Thankfully for us, the weather had just cleared up, so we were able to see all the different highlights. But I highly, highly recommend that, at least if you can't see things like Waimea Canyon, Jurassic Park Falls, the Na Pali Coast, oh my God, seeing that, whew, it's one thing to see it in the helicopter in Jurassic Park, but to see it in person on this air van, oh my God. I didn't think things like that existed. Like, it's just with the use of AI and CGI and stuff like that, it looked fake. That's how amazing it didn't look real. I couldn't believe what we were seeing. So what I was trying to say was, when it comes to the weather, if you're not able to see these for whatever reason, if you have extended time in Hawaii, I would say rebook it again, or ask them if you can get a discount free book again, because it is worth seeing it. That's how beautiful those views were. And lastly, I'll say, as far as the pilot, he was just so smooth. He was so calm. He really made me feel like we could trust his expertise. I did not feel unsafe one single time. The whole flight was just phenomenal. So I don't really have much more else to say about this. Yes, you can buy a video, as you all can kind of see from the outside of the plane. You can buy that. They have 2 different edits, so one with music and stuff like that. One is just raw footage. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was $80 or $100, something like that. I really don't remember. I didn't care. I was like, yep, I'm getting it, because I could have paid for a helicopter and spent $600, or I paid this for about 2 something after getting a video and stuff like that and tips. So this is extremely a must do. If you're in Hawaii, especially in this part of Hawaii, you owe yourself to do this. I don't care if you went on a plane over this area. That's one thing. Unless you actually done this tour, you're not seeing it like a tour. I mean, it was essentially like a helicopter that didn't land. We were getting as close as we wanted, and it was beautiful. I mean, weaving in and out the mountains and stuff like that. Words cannot express enough about how I felt about this experience. It was probably one of the best I've been, period. So as I said, I do have raw footage, and then I also do have their pre-made footage that they made for this particular flight. So I will go ahead and upload that as well. I haven't decided if I'm going to put this on this video or not, just because of YouTube and analytics and stuff like that. But either way, I hope you all got what you needed out of this video. And again, I highly recommend it. They don't know me, but just say you watched a guy named MrBucketlist and tell them to look me up, because I want this company to do as best as possible. I saw on Google they only had a few hundred reviews, when I think they should have thousands at this point, because they're a really good company. So again, thank you to that person that left that comment. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.